Hey guys, what's going on? Kilo here. Today is, unfortunately, I got some sad news. This morning when I woke up on Facebook, I got a whole bunch of stuff that really, in all honesty, pissed me off. And it really, really sucks that it did. So this morning, I get up, I do my normal routine. My alarm was set for around 7 o'clock. I got up, and normal thing that you do, you see all your updates on Facebook and all that, you check in with your buddies and all that stuff. My buddy from back in my Easton days, Dave Dials, had this interesting story up, and it was a big old memorial tablet of Mike Murphy, and the tablet itself was smashed to pieces, and somebody had come by and put it back together. So for those of you who don't know who Mike Murphy is, he was the lieutenant for I forgot even what their call sign was. But anyway, he was the lieutenant that participated in Operation Red Wings. Wow, that was... I'm just so irritated I can't even say it. But he was the lieutenant during the recon phase of Operation Red Wings. And if you guys don't know what Operation Red Wings is, it's the Marcus Luttrell lone survival story. So, just a quick synopsis of what happened with Mike Murphy in a little bit of detail here. Those four guys go out, Mike Murphy and Marcus and the rest of their guys, Danny Dietz, I forgot who the other marksman was, but those four guys that go out to recon a tier 1 target who's hiding in a town in the North Afghanistan mountains, and basically they get found out while they're up in this mountain range, while they're reconning the position. They called in Rick James, they set into their first position, and then after they got all the photos and all the sketches that they needed, they moved up to an OP2 position, which was deeper up into the mountain with more camouflage, so that they could wait there until the main force of Operation Red Wings came by, and they could either capture or kill Amon Shaw, who was the tier 1 target they were going after. Down in this village, he had basically a small little army of Taliban with him. Basically, the engagement stats were like, in order for all four of them to make it out of there, each of them had to kill like 30 people plus, or at least that's how I remember it from when I read Marcus Luttrell's book. But anyway, Mike Murphy is the sole reason that Marcus was able to make it out of that situation completely. Basically, during the operation, after they tumbled down the hill a couple times, the only comms that they had were a sat phone, because they had destroyed their main radio up on the top of the mountain in their first engagement. And they rolled down the hill a couple times. They were all banged up. I think Danny Dietz had 30 plus injuries or something when they found him. I'm not really too sure on that. You're gonna have to check up the details, because it's been a while since I've read the book or read anything up on it. But I definitely remember what Mike Murphy did. Mike Murphy, during this whole thing, separated himself. Oh, that's his name, Axelton. That's the fourth guy's name, Axelton. And he literally, after the second time they fell down the mountain, he separated himself from Luttrell and Axelton after Danny Dietz died, up one jump or one fall, previous to that. And he was using the sat phone on an open and exposed ridge, because it was the only way that the sat phone could get any signal, I'm guessing. And he made the call in, and he was getting shot repeatedly while he did this. Basically, he was the only way that they could communicate out that they had taken casualties, that they were wounded, and that they needed QRF to arrive. And that was the only reason why that Chinook got shot out of the sky by a RPG, and then their whole entire unit, crashed into the side of the mountain. And that's the only reason why they knew Marcus Luttrell was still out there, was because he sacrificed himself to make that call. Now, what pisses me off so much, but I hope to God, whatever detective or whatever any law enforcement officer is in charge of finding these people that did this, I hope to God that you do everything in your power to make sure that they receive the max punishment possible. Because Mike Murphy sacrificed himself so that all of those guys could get out of there. Like, he knew going into doing what he was going to do, he was going to die. And he did that willingly for the sake of his brothers around him, so that they had a chance to get off that mountain. Even if it was the smallest option, he was ready to die for it. And just seeing this guy's memorial smashed to pieces just utterly pissed me off. And there's a couple of reasons why this bothers me. Number one, you guys know that I am a veteran myself. I've gone to Afghanistan. I know how brutal it can be on a very general level, at the lowest level, because I never got a tab. I was never part of special operations. I never did any of that stuff. But I know what it's like to have a brotherhood like that, because to this day, I still communicate with a lot of my guys from Black Sheep Platoon, and they're doing fantastic. But another reason why this really pisses me off is because on my channel, you guys know that I play with... Here's how my squad is normally set up through most of my stuff. Through like my Rainbow Six live streams, my Division live streams. Almost a good 75 to 80% of the time, it's these three dudes that are with me. It's either Blazed, Godbro, or Soldier K. You guys just know him as K, or that's what you guys have nicknamed him. But Blazed actively supports the military by being on my channel in the first place. He's never dissed any of us. He's actually thanked us for our service publicly on my live streams as well as his own plenty of times. So I do thank him for that. Godbro just joined the military about 3 months ago as an 11 Bravo. He just got his blue cord and he's now sitting at his unit right now. So yeah, so Godbro is sitting there. I have Blaze, which is a huge supporter of the military. Godbro just got to his unit as an 11 Bravo, and then Soldier, which you guys all know, he's talked a lot about where he's from. He comes from the Special Operations Group of the Navy, which you guys all know is the SEALs, which is the Sea, Land, and Air Unit. It's basically, a special ops group that can go all around the world, and they get specially deployed. So K has seen a lot of what, the type of deal that, these guys like, Mike Murphy, Marcus, Axelton, Dietz, he knows that kind of world. And I feel especially bad for him, man, because this is one of his brothers. This is like, you don't get any more hardcore in the military. This is like one step shy. Like the SEALs, it goes SEALs then Delta Force. So like you're like, if you're going through buds, dude, you are a hardcore motherfucker, and I have all the respect in the world for you. But damn it, this pisses me off because I actually am buddies with one of these guys, and I'm proud to know him, and he deserves all of the thanks in the world. And he's been a good friend to me, and I hope to God you watch this, Soldier, because, dude, you are the baddest of the badass. You don't... people wake up nowadays not getting killed because of the stuff that you've done in your life. And I am proud to know you, buddy. But this whole thing that happened with Mike Murphy is just it's a pathetic display of how you can be disrespectful in the highest regard. Because I'm not this literal thing is like a big huge it's a thick thing of slate. Like, legit. It's a thick thing of slate that somebody had to take, like, a sledgehammer to break. So it wasn't like this was like, you know, these people, whoever destroyed this property, this wasn't like, you know, they all of a sudden upped and... It wasn't a 5-second thing. This was orchestrated. Like, people have had to, like, plan a specific time when nobody was watching this, and when they thought they wouldn't get caught, and they went in there, they had to go in with some heavy equipment, man, like a sledgehammer or a pry bar to get this thing out of wherever it was and then smash it to pieces, which is utterly disrespectful as fuck. For whoever did this, that man has more courage in his pinky than you will have in your entire body, plus the lineage ahead of you about 7 generations. And I don't like saying negative shit about people, but there is a special circle in hell devoted to people like you. And I hope to God your soul remains trapped there for the rest of your existence. And I hope to God, like, when you get tried, dude, I hope you get the maximum. I hope that they charge you with felony, you know, felony breaking and entering, felony destruction of property. I hope to God they give you the max on everything, dude. You do not deserve to see the light of day again for doing what you did to this man's memorial. This man literally sacrificed himself so that 3 other people could get off a freaking mountain when they were outnumbered like 100-4. And they did a damn good job. They were shot, they were blown up, they fell down a mountain, they had more broken bones than a normal human being. And just the pain and suffering that those guys went through is just more than most normal people can handle. But I just wanted to put this video out there, guys, because that guy deserves all the respect in the world. So does everybody in the Special Operations Group. These guys nearly kill themselves every single day so that we can live the lives that we live. And it's absolutely disgraceful what these people did. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to put this up there. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button if you guys support military members, and share this around, please. I beg you. And I'll see you later.